Yes, now it is done. So do you want the link also? Shall I share it with you? I
Hmm.
will just give you the link
Mm-hmm.
that you can.
I'll be posting it right after the session, like after.
So I have sent you in the WhatsApp. So what we will do, we will start this session at around 3:30. In the meantime, participants will join.
For sure.
Siddhi, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Not you, Kirti. Siddhi. I call Siddhi. Her name is also Siddhi. Ha. So, Siddhi, you are there? Hello. Okay. Uh, so Bhadra, you're there?
Hi, yes, ma'am.
Please start, Bhadra. I hope you have everything.
Yes.
Siddhi is having some problem in muting, I think. So you can,
Yeah.
go ahead and she can do the co-host part then.
Okay, wait,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes,
Ha
yes.
ha ha. Start, please. No, it's hello.
Hi, yes, ma'am.
Ha.
Yes. A very good afternoon to everyone present here. And I, Bhadra, would like to start this international webinar on 21st century skills. So, 21st century skills are the abilities that are essential. They go beyond traditional academic competencies, crucial for the personal and professional development of the students. SEMS Welfare Foundation, a registered non-profit organization, is dedicated to the social impact across various sectors. We focus on education, particularly skill development and entrepreneurship. Through our initiative Digi Saksham, we have created training programs in IT, finance, retail, and entrepreneurship, impacting over 6,000 individuals. We are currently upskilling the inmates in Haryana jails and collaborating with banks to place over 1,500 candidates in jobs. In just a short time, SEMS has established as a force for positive change, equipping the individuals with skills for employment and promoting women's leadership. So, for today's international webinar, Digi Samaksh is a company that empowers the businesses through the data and technology, software, data science, research, consultancy, and marketing. So, without further ado, let me introduce the speaker for today's session, Kirti Gola, an internationally certified career coach and ESL and TFL has a proven track record in counseling psychology. She engaging learning experiences and career development, empowers the individuals to enhance communication and leadership. So, as the founder of Profound Careers, Kirti is committed to helping the individual. She offers wide range of services, including language courses, soft skill training, career counseling, etc., which are all aimed in personal and professional growth. I would like to welcome our guest of honor, Kirti Gola, with a hearty round of applause. So, over to you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, Bhadra, for
Thank
the
you.
wonderful introduction. Should I get started?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. They would be,
Ma'am,
others would be joining. You can start.
All right. A very wonderful afternoon, everyone. I hope we all are aware what we are going to talk exactly about in our today's session. But just to give a brief introduction, what we are going to talk about today in the session, we will be talking about 21st century skills. I'm pretty sure most of you would know what they are, how they are, but as a lot of us lack to implement them. Hence, we will be discussing what are 21st century skills and what are basic skills, why are they important, what are advanced 21st century skills, how to master them, what are the apps you can follow to build them. Last but not the least, the Q&A, if you have got any question with the means about the session, you can ask. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's talk about what exactly 21st century skills are. When I talk about 21st century skills, they are categorized into three categories: soft skills, life skills, and hard skills. When I talk about soft skills, they are like communication skills, teamwork, leadership, emotional intelligence, and many more. When I talk about hard skills, they are all about computer literacy, data analyst, and many more. When I talk about life skills, they are all about how well you take decision, how well you manage your time. Basically, soft skills and life skills, they overlap on one another. Most of them are falling in both the categories. Hence we can consider soft skills and life skills are pretty much same, but not exactly. They also have the another name, as you can see on my screen: foundational literacies, competencies, and character qualities. So this is all about what exactly 21st century skills are. When we move further, we will get to know what fall into basic, what fall into advanced. Now let us talk about why exactly they are important, or why do we need them. There are many reasons we need those skills, but I have put on my screen couple of them. First of very fall, this is important because you need to be a lifelong learner. When you are a lifelong learner, at that time, no matter what skill you need to enter the professional life or the personal situation, you will be able to tackle. There have been times where in maybe childhood you have got to know something else, but as you grew, that thing got changed. So if you have the skill to learn, unlearn, and relearn, I'm pretty much sure that you will be able to tackle almost everything in your life. Another thing which we need, like why we need them, is to be techno friendly. When I say techno friendly, it simply means the technical skill or the digital skill you should have to enter any of the fields, whether you are a business developer, whether you are a founder, or maybe you're working somewhere. So these are some basic needs which we need. These skills will also help you to stand out. Everybody nowadays would have them, as everybody is working on the same, in the same era, and everybody would have. But what makes you different, that's where these 21st century skills come in picture. To keep yourself up to date and to learn work readiness, a very first step, nowadays people do not ask what are your scores when you go for an interview. What they ask is, what skills do you have? And hence that's where the 21st century skills come in picture. Moving further, let's have a look at the data which shows how learning mediums are changing by the time. If we look at 1915, we had radio as a learning medium, but by the time then newspaper came in picture. But today, if you see in 2025, nobody goes back to learn through to get the information to radio. Nobody, I'm saying nobody, which means almost 70% people have turned towards digital media. You do not open the do not read the newspaper. To if you have to see, you open the TV or the television, and that's where you get the information. Hence, yes, the learning medium is changing, and when medium is changing, you are supposed to change too. Another data which I would like to present is all about the data where how earlier we needed the scores to get into the job market, to get succeed in our life. But now what we need are the skills. If you see the data of 1950, there, if you had the good score, that's where you could have gotten the job. But now, if you even have the good scores but not the skills, you won't be getting in. You will have to have the skills. Now, what those skills are, will be for sure referring right now. The basic skills which I am going to demonstrate right now used to be the skills which used to be considered actually the advanced skill. But now those advanced skills got turned into basic ones. So the very first one is the skill of reading, listening. The second one is number, how well you understand the number, how well you can do it. Third, the work ethics. Fourth, the adaptability. Fifth, the teamwork and the collaboration. Sixth, the digital literacy. Seventh, the time management, as we just previously seen. Eighth, critical thinking. These skills are actually advanced one but have become basic. To survive or to stand out in this particular era, you need some advanced skills, which we are going to talk about further. Those advanced skills are these ones. The very first one, previously we saw critical thinking. Now, critical thinking can be used as six thinking hat. It is one of the techniques to tackle in think in any of the situations. Under six thinking hats, we have six hats which we do not wear logically, but like in real, how we wear, indirectly or directly, we actually wear. Where yellow or green shows the creativity, blue shows the planning, white shows how well you are adding the facts, how well you are resonating your presentation, the situation with real life. Yellow shows how positively you are taking that situation. Red shows the feelings, where whether you have to respond in the situation or react. That comes under yellow. Black, that shows how well you are taking care of all the danger things, risk, and everything in that particular situation. This is what six thinking hats are, which we wear directly or indirectly to deal with our day to day situation. Second skill, which I consider as an advanced skill, is mastering your spoken English. Whether you believe or not, but if you know the language, you have win-win at all the places of your life. You'll know how to present yourself, you'll know how to stand out, you'll know how to tackle even for the things you don't know. Psychologically, it is truth that when we learn a new language, be it English, German, French, any language, it improves the intellectual level. And hence, when you are actually learning a new culture altogether, that helps you to present the things well. Third, perspective building. There are times when you have to actually accept others' perspective. But if you are adamant to yours, no, it's six or it's nine, I'm very sure you wouldn't be able to learn their perspective and you won't be able to learn more things. And hence, perspective building is one of the advanced skills which we need in today's life. The fourth one is one of the most important ones, research skills. All of you sitting in the session or watching me are very good at whatever field you are in. But something which you lack is the research skills. There have been times, or there might have been times, where you need something and you are waiting. Okay, my father will tell me, my brother will tell me, my mother will tell me, or maybe my friend will give me the link. Thereafter, I'll start learning. But if you have YouTube, the phone, the Google, you are your own master. You literally do not need anyone. Hence, research skill is one of the advanced skills which you should be having. And if you have that, again, no matter what you want to learn, you even do not need anybody else. Fifth is somewhere related to spoken English, that is presenting skills. Nowadays, wherever we go, we present in mostly in English. I'm not saying Hindi, English, math, but since English is the first spoken language, so that's where public speaking comes in picture, in under which we have communication skills, body language, intonation, pauses, and many more things. That also you can learn by the time, again, if you have research skills, you can master that too. Six, active listening. When we talk about active listening, let me give the live example. I'm not sure how many of you have the friends who listen to you. we all lack this particular thing. We all are good speakers, but when it comes to listening, somewhere we lack. So, hence, something which you need, be the one. So, if you do not have in your surrounding listening people who can listen to you, you can be the one. So, listening is one of the most important things because nowadays everybody knows, mostly people know how to speak or how to, keep their point, feelings, and everything. But when it comes to listening, people interrupt, they do not let people complete, and many more things. So, yes, listening is one of the most important ones too. Moving further, we have another one. I don't know whether you have, seen the book called Power of Saying Yes. This is one of my favorites. Why? I have actually many students, many friends who ask for the help. Like they ask like, how to do that, how to do this. I suggest. And thereafter, what they do? No, I can't do it. Then I suggest the third one, second one. Then they say no. Third one. Then they say no. Then they do not want to try first. They want to say no. But if you have the skill of saying yes, let me at least try. I'm sure you might get failed in that. No big deal. But at least you will have the learning, you will have the experience, you will have your own experience. I have actually seen people, and even you must be able to relate. We try to learn from others' experiences, which is good, very good. But what I believe, what situations, what hurdles, what difficulties they had, you will not have the same. Because your path and their path would have been or will be completely different. Hence, you need to try the things out before saying no, or maybe telling no, that person did it, it happened with him or her. So I should not try. Learn from their situations, but I am sure you should not learn or stop doing the things because they had the bad experience. Because the approaches you would take in your journey would be completely different than they would have taken. Hence, please try to say yes with to whatever coming across your way. And when you do it, you will be able to see the huge difference in your own self. You will not be needing, anybody to tell, oh, now you look different. Or maybe now I see the difference in you. You'll be able to see yourself. Because when you try, maybe one time it may not happen, second time it may not happen, third time it may not. But I'm damn sure fourth time it will happen. And the feeling which you will get, that will make you feel different. And that's where you will feel, yes, I can do that. I forgot the number over here, which number like it is, but I'll go to the next skill. Walk with AI. I've been listening and reading a lot about it that AI is going to replace, it might take our jobs. Trust me, it's not. If you walk with it rather than leaving it behind, you're supposed to use AI as your third hand and second brain. Rather than AI uses you, you use it. And that's where to, you know, add the touch of AI with your ideas, that's where you will be able to stand out in whatever field you are. Second last, putting yourself in someone else's shoes. A lot of time we know how we are feeling. We know how, what situation we are in, but we forget to see what others might have been going through or what others are in. So it only talks about showing empathy rather than sympathy or apathy. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes so that you know how they felt, how they are feeling, or they might be struggling more than you. So these are some of the life skills which you must have. Last but not the least, techno friendly. Now, I do not ask you to be, completely like a data analyst or something until and unless you are in the field. But this much techno friendly, at least you are able to handle your own technical things in whatever field you are. These are the advanced skills which I wanted to share with you all so that you can do. I hope you remember what was written on my screen when I just shared. Knowledge is power, implementation is success. So, what we learned, what it is, how many are them. Now, we will be talking about how to master them. There are plenty of ways, but I have jotted down couple of them for sure. The way is internship. Let's say you want to master spoken English, which you have just learned. Maybe you were in the course or you are in the course. You want to check yourself out. Go out and work in the customer care support, whether you're getting paid or not. Right now, your motive is simple, that you are supposed to check the skills which you learned just now. Initially, if you focus on building the skills rather than money, that would help you. I am sure you must have heard this particular sentence. First learn, then remove L. It becomes earn. So when you follow the skills, money will automatically follow you. Next is implementation. Whatever you are learning, even when you're learning a new word or maybe a new step towards your skill, that you should be able to implement to see how well you learned. Third, reading about that particular thing. A lot of time we try to master one field, second field, third field, fourth field, but we forget to master one and then mastering others. So my suggestion would be only that pick one, whatever skill you want to learn. I never said, means nobody would say that, okay, walk on five different parts. Walk on first, thereafter, walk on others. But try to learn in a manner that you can sit with the people who are equally competent in that particular field. Fourth, watching the podcasts and interviews in the particular field or the skill you want to master. Learning from others' experience, how they struggled, so that you can avoid that struggle, but at least give it a try so that you see what approaches they took, what approaches you can take. That's where podcasts and interviews will help you to master any of the skills you want to. Online certification is one of my favorite. Why? There are plenty of platforms which we will be actually talking, ahead about, that you can go to those platforms. Let's say you want to learn web designing, type on Google web designing free course. You will have many of them, but you should be having the time, you should be having the things to learn. But if you keep on giving your brain excuses, no, I can't do it, or I don't have the resources to do it, you can't. To learn anything, you just need to give first of all the positive command. Last but not the least, connecting with the people in the same field. Let's say, in ancient time, it was very good that our mothers and fathers used to say that, go and talk to your brother. He is doing this, he is doing that. So in the same manner, you don't have to go to somebody who is not doing what you want to do. You have to go to the people who are doing something which you want to do. And you can find them on LinkedIn, near to you. Just go and see and request them. I want to learn it. Will you allow me to observe you? I'm sure when you try, nobody will deny. But when you don't, nobody can help you either. So, yes, these are the couple of approaches you can take to master these. Next, the very important one, the applications. As I told, I'll for sure give you the tools to implement those things which we just talked about. These are the platforms where you can go and learn anything, be it soft skill, life skill, or hard skill. If you want to pursue French, German languages, data analyst, makeup artist, career counseling, any, you go ahead, type in the search bar, you will have many courses. Some of these platforms do have the free certification, some of them do not. but we are looking at the knowledge and the building skills. So when you take this approach, I'm sure you would be able to have at least 5 new skills in a particular year. The year just got started. It's completely up to you whether you want to take it seriously or leave. Many of you sitting in the session would join, would, watch it right now, would be feeling motivated. Yes, I will do. But right after the session, you'll forget if you do not implement. And as I mentioned in the starting, many of you would know these, but where you are lacking is implementation. So, if you want to try and change the things and see how well and what is your actual potential, please say yes and give it a try. Next, we have a couple of tools which you can use for reading. There is a platform called pdfdrive.com. There you can get any book available in your own field. Even the ones which you got published very back in time. Second, read theory. It helps you to actually improve your comprehension skills, understanding skills. Reading is the food for your brain. As soon as you start them, it we would start again feeling different in your own way. YouTube, you can find a lot of interviews, a lot of things. If you want to know, how to be designer, web designer, makeup artist, or anything, just search, watch many videos, thereafter compile the data and start working. Spotify, where you will listen a lot of songs, but those songs can be changed into podcasts and interviews to just get mastered in your own field. Third, picture is all about the internship. These are the platforms you can go and find your internship, paid or unpaid. Initially, the focus should be on learning so that when you sit with the people and say that you are this, they should be able to actually feel that yes, you are this, rather than saying, oh, he knew a bit, but he knew partially. Otherwise, he's bragging, no, I know this, I know that. So these are a couple of platforms you can go about for sure learn. That's all about the presentation. If you have got any question with whatever I have presented, please feel free to ask. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen to have a better look at you guys. Yes. If we have any question related to the topic or maybe anything which you are feeling like asking, please go ahead.
Participants, you can ask your queries now.
It seems they all are sorted so much.
Ma'am, I also wanted to ask you. You said about power of saying yes. So, in that also, we should also learn to say no. Also, in some point of time, some some things we need to say no. Also, so how do you think that is also important in
Hmm.
today's life?
Would you like to give an example of the situation you are referring to saying no? Because when I said power of saying yes, I meant towards the steps which would help you towards your success. Let's say I am asking, I see the potential in you that you can do better in this particular field, but your internal, you are quite, you do not want to work, you want to just delay this. But I'm suggesting you that you can do it, and you also know you can do it. Just because of your internal fear, you are saying no, no. That's where I need you to say yes, and that's where I need you to see the power of yes. What situation are you referring to?
Because sometimes if that is not good for us, if that is not benefiting us, then if that is they are pressurizing to do that, so at that point of time
Okay,
we must say no also, right?
so in this scenario I would say you must have tried, and that's where you are saying that it is not benefiting you, right? But I'm talking about the scenarios where you are not even taking an initiative. Okay, when you are saying that it's not benefiting, that's where you are saying no, which means you have already tried it out. It might not have worked for you. However, in that scenario as well, you need to look at what ways you tried, what was your approach, and how well it worked for you. Anybody else? I hope I was able to answer.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you.
What is watching
Yes,
podcast?
ma'am. Yes.
Watching podcasts, this is when you see people talking and asking questions to one another, and they share about their journey and related to the field, where, like, let's say that if you search podcasts in English, so there those will be about English language. If you search interviews for the startups, there you will be coming across the founders and everything. They will be sharing their journey, where what hurdles they had, how they did in their journey. That's where you would be looking at. So there are two people sitting, or maybe more than two people sitting, they ask the question and they answer. This is called a podcast.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anybody
Any
else?
more queries? Okay, so I guess we can wind
Bhadra,
up.
your voice is breaking a lot. People are not able to listen to you. I'm not sure it's with me or it's with everyone. I think guys, she asked to fill the feedback form. While filling, if you have got any question, please feel free to ask.
Yeah. Hi, Batra, are you there?
It seems she's facing some internet issue. When she spoke, it was not audible, but I asked everybody to fill the feedback form. She shared the form.
Okay. So, okay. So, so on behalf of organizing committee, I would like to sincerely thanks Kirti Gola, our outstanding speaker. We had the chance to hear fascinating and thought-provoking conversation about this 21st century skills, which happened today. Through her remarkable through her remarkable ability to convey information. And Kirti Gola left us with insightful discoveries and motivational concepts. Her engaging lectures Her engaging lectures inspired us and motivated us to study more. We appreciate the effort and time they put into this organizing the educational program. So, can I ask if there is any questions by the audiences, please, here?
We had two queries. If anybody has any other question, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we can wind the session up.
No, ma'am, no questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sanju, do you have any questions?
I think she said no.
No, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. And
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
yeah,
hosting.
thank you, everyone. So I finally to add the beauty and memorability to our sessions. I encourage everyone to turn on their camera and shout cheese so that we may take a quick picture. As a reminder, please turn on your cameras. Also, request you to fill in the feedback form dropped in the chat box within 5 to 6 hours from now. Thank you once again for participating in today's webinar. So you can all reach us by phone number or email if you have any more questions. We are pleased to offer you further assistance. And please do follow our social media pages at SAMS India at YouTube and other media pages like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And don't forget to join us on our next webinar, which is on the topic Future of L&D, which is conducted on Jan 10th, 2025 at 4 p.m. So I, Lakshmi, your host for the day, would be signing off on a cheerful note. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Bye bye.